Endless sequels and remakes, tiring out once-beloved franchises. Fast food-style content that's disposable and forgettable. Constant, incessant corporate advertising with sad excuses for entertainment in between. And a society that has erased all color, charm, warmth, and enchantment from the world. This is an era of entertainment, culture, and society that I am officially coining as the Gray Era. But by the end of this video, the alternative will be made very clear, and I need every single one of you who wants to live in a world that is inspired, who wants to live in a world where color and magic radiate through every single fiber of design, storytelling, and life, to join me on this crusade toward the Age of Reenchantment. In November 2024, I released a 51-second scroll film called Don't Wait. And this was the very first time that I actively documented what I've been thinking and feeling for many years. On the surface, this looks like a story about a lonely young woman who learns to get off her phone and go live in the real world, something trivial that your parents or grandparents might press you on. But right at the 15-second mark, something happens. The entire tone shifts. Suddenly, the colors radiate warmly, with vibrant reds, oranges, yellows, and browns, showcasing a gorgeous, crisp autumn day, as our main character learns to reconnect with the world around her and visits a coffee shop. She meets a group of friends, a knight in a shining sweater approaches her. All of her problems are somehow solved because she got off her phone. There's just one problem. Finding places in modern American society that radiate the true beauty, as seen in the quaint town stumbled upon by our main character, are few and far between. They exist, but they're not nearly built into the fabric of day-to-day life as you would see in the Netherlands or the south of France. So if the town you see here is not reality, then what exactly was the purpose of Don't Wait, and what does it have to do with Reenchantment? Perhaps looking to history might help. After all, storytelling has always had the power to shape reality. Let's see here, here we are. During the Renaissance, the revival of classical art and literature led to a transformation. Not just in how artists created, but in how people viewed themselves and the world. Humanism encouraged individual dignity and a renewed appreciation for architecture, city planning, and everyday life. Florence's emphasis on public art, cathedrals, and harmonious urban design reinforced a sense of civic pride and identity. Films of Hollywood's golden age shared cultural touchstones and championed values like heroism, romance, and beauty, fostering a sense of unity during challenging times like the Great Depression and World War II. And now here we are in 2025 with Don't Wait, and many pieces of Reenchantment works to come, showing us exactly what every one of us longs for the world to be. Why does innovation mean soullessness? Look at the art of the past. Look at the music of the past. Whether it's the soaring orchestras of the 19th century or the 1980s when everything you could possibly imagine had a song to go with it. Meanwhile, so much of the modern world is ugly. We used to build things. Cathedrals, grand boulevards, music that lifted the soul, fashion that lit up a room. Now, we live in a world of gray. Music, soulless, algorithmic slop made to play in the background while you scroll. Cars, plastic, bloated, and disposable. Buildings, glass boxes, brutalist corporate prisons. So what happened to beauty? You may be asking yourself, what changed? Where exactly did things go wrong? Well, for decades, real, meaningful community has been systematically erased. Cities began being designed for cars, not people. Stroads and strip malls replaced the uniqueness of small towns with a never-ending loop of the same corporate logos. The details, the color, the walkability of Don't Wait became deemed inefficient. Places where people connect, all those things became increasingly overlooked with the development of the suburbs and the integration of the car into every aspect of day-to-day life. But cafes in Paris, for example, weren't just places to get coffee. They were places where people gathered to discuss art, culture, technology, and life, a phenomenon that spread all around the world. And surrounding the discussion of such topics was a shared notion, a universal framework of quality that must be retrieved. Objectivity. While well-intentioned, the idea that everything is valid if you think it is has enabled lazy people responsible for the soulless slop that permeates the world today. To move towards a better world, we must accept that there is such thing as good art and bad art, and stop playing to the idea that beauty and quality are subjective. For too long, the gray era has pushed the idea that all art is valid, but we are re-establishing real artistic standards. Ornamentation is objectively better than brutalism. Melodies are objectively better than... And innovation is only good if it tangibly and objectively improves what existed before. Just to name a few things, we have the power to build and only accept a vibrant world. I've heard so many people in various artistic spaces say, contemporary trends are the future, we have to embrace them. No, we don't. Why is that the future? Why does future equal gray and beige? It no longer will, and I am leading the charge. In the Age of Reenchantment, we revived the beauty, color, and charm that once defined entertainment, culture, and society, using modern innovations and technology to do it better and more advanced than ever before. This is not just a place where I dump content. This is a sanctuary. A sanctuary of wonder, charm, warmth, and meaning. When you step into this channel, you are stepping into a world of its own. A world like the one in Don't Wait, where living amongst art matters. Where creativity is not just a gimmick or a hobby, but a force for a better life and a better world. If you are ready to expect better, to demand better, and to build better, I have fantastic news for you. Pretty soon we are going to be launching an official campaign to save one of the greatest entertainment companies in history. And we'll be introducing a character who's going to help lead the way. A character whose personality and universe embodies Reenchantment. You will see a video about him and his wondrous origins next week, as well as our official announcement of the huge campaign the week after. Guys, a new era is here. We are breaking free from the laziness that has been falsely justified by the idea that anything goes, and putting an end to the culture of mediocrity that has infected every aspect of entertainment, art, and design. Quality matters, craftsmanship matters, and true creativity cannot be watered down. The pursuit of excellence will no longer be optional, it will be expected. People will demand it, and they will finally have a place to find it. Starting right here, we will not accept laziness masked as originality. We will not accept soulless hollow content posing as art. We are bringing beauty back. We are bringing meaning back. We are raising the standard for everything, and I vow to be a beacon of this movement, proving that there is a right way to create, proving that the world is richer and better when we aim higher, push harder, and expect better. As of today, we will stop following the corporate tides that define culture and begin commanding those waves ourselves. Welcome to the Reenchantment.